It was on the back of me getting cheated on. It was like 2012, 2013. I just started making really good money, like a little over $250,000 a year. My business was finally starting to grow. I ended up dating a girl who worked in a nightclub. And I was this naive, completely available guy, did the sweetest things back then. And she cheated on me with a hairstylist that had tattoos on his neck.
Now, what this man does in the aftermath of his girlfriend cheating on him is a good old-fashioned tale of what a lot of people make the mistake of doing in the aftermath of infidelity. They end up making decisions that literally cut them off from experiencing true love. So let's keep listening to see what he ended up doing, shall we?
I saw it coming for like a week because we had mutual friends and they were going to go on a date on a Saturday night. She came up with this weird excuse. And I spent like 4 or 5 days trying to convince her that it's okay to see other people. We should just break up. I tried to allow her to save face because I liked her so much. But she gaslit me and told me I was just being weird and paranoid. And then, yeah, Sunday morning, they're in bed together. And I, of course, caught them at her house because I'm petty like that. So what did I do? I asked myself, why did I get cheated on? What was wrong with me? I decided that I was boring and predictable, so I changed that.
So the first mistake he ends up making is he blames himself for her infidelity. This is something we discuss in our new book, Ready for True Love. In Chapter 1, we meet a young man named Andrew who is also reeling from the pain and heartbreak of being cheated on by his ex-girlfriend. Like the guy in this video, Andrew blames himself for her infidelity. Here's an excerpt from the book. Andrew's ex-girlfriend was not ready for a committed and exclusive true love relationship. She knew it. She even said it out loud. Her decision to cheat wasn't a reflection of Andrew's value or self-worth. Rather, it was a clear-cut sign that she was undateable at the time. Unfortunately, Andrew walked away from that toxic relationship feeling worse about himself. And he is still dealing with the pain of that heartbreak years later. Now, the difference between Andrew and this guy is that this guy takes a toxic turn for the worst, and he starts taking out his pain and heartbreak on other women.
Started punishing women by being brutally honest. I was dating 5 or 10 women at a time, and I would tell them everything without sugarcoating anything. So a woman would be like, are you seeing anybody else? I'm like, yeah, I'm seeing 6 other girls right now. Would you like to hear about them? Stuff like that. And at the end of this, a year of me just dating anybody I wanted, picking up whoever I want. One time I picked up a girl who was an ex-Spurs dancer at a nightclub while I had a stripper in my lap. And she still said yes, got my phone number while there's a stripper in my lap. And then I didn't text her for 4 months until I was at a nightclub in San Antonio and did a selfie with me and the nightclub owner that she knew. And when I got back to Houston, we went out to dinner, first date close. The whole thing. By the way, worst sex I've ever had, honestly.
Total ick. These are not the words or actions of a modern dateable gentleman. This guy's first mistake was blaming himself after his ex-girlfriend cheated on him. His second mistake was deliberately transforming into a worse version of himself. He transformed into a toxic undateable who uses women, degrades them, dehumanizes them, and mentally and emotionally abuses them. By his own admission, he is punishing every single woman he dates for his ex-girlfriend's actions from over 12 years ago. Now he is doing this to protect and prevent himself from getting emotionally invested in another woman ever again, in hopes that he'll never have to feel the pain and heartbreak of being cheated on ever again. But what he doesn't seem to realize is that his undateable actions and mindset are causing him to move further and further and further away from ever experiencing a romantic true love relationship in his lifetime. In a separate video, I'll share the third mistake this guy made in the aftermath of his ex's affair. If you want to learn the secret formula for attracting and blossoming true love in your love life, read or listen to our new book, Ready for True Love. Available right now as an audiobook, an ebook, and in paperback.